Oh, didn't see you. Hello, everyone. It's your favorite Xenoverse 2 YouTuber, Aiden, and I'm back with yet another video here today. Today's video is going to be a different one from the last ones. They were about discussing transformations that could or could not be added. This is sort of like that, but instead of Awokens, we're talking about possible races that could be added. Lots of YouTubers. For Quicksilver Blaze. Oh, sorry, I had something stuck in my throat. Has clickbaited this very topic. But this video isn't about calling out specific channels, it's about androids. But before the video starts, I need you to like and subscribe. It'll be a fun time for everyone if you do. And also, comment down below which race should I cover next. And without further ado, let's start the video. Androids. It's funny. Android 17 and 18 aren't actually androids. They're cyborgs. Android 8, Android 13, Android 14, Android 15, Android 16, Android 19, and Android 21 are real androids. The definition of an android is a robot with a human appearance. Android 17, 18, and 20 aren't that. They were previously humans. If you don't know, Android 17 and Android 18, their original names were Lapis and Lazuli. Dr. Gero, aka Android 20, kidnapped the two siblings. It's unknown when he kidnapped the pair, but we do know why. All the androids that Dr. Gero created until 16 were failures in Gero's eyes. Then 16 was also a failure, most likely because of his good nature. So Gero tried a different approach and developed Android 17 and 18 from living human tissues. Ultimately, Gero discovered that both the siblings, Android 17 and 18, were too difficult for him to completely control. And so he put both of the siblings in stasis while he continued with his robotic experiments. Joe's perceived failures with transforming Lapis and Lazuli led to him to making Android 19, a completely synthetic, albeit noticeable, weaker warrior, while Gero himself transferred his own brain into a synthetic body to become Android 20, which is a whole nother can of worms. It was stated that Android 17 and 18 have an infinite access to a level of energy. In contrast to 19 and 20, who need to absorb others' energy to function. The Gammas, on the other hand, are sort of similar to 19 and 20. Well, they don't have infinite energy, Why did I bring them up? I bring them up because I know people are going to say, oh, why didn't you bring up Gamma 1 and Gamma 2? They aren't relevant in my theory/discussion about the android race. I ultimately don't think there'll ever be an android race. This is due to the fact that androids aren't an actual race. I don't understand why everyone wants this, even though they aren't a race. They're more of a subrace. What's a subrace? I'm glad you asked. The definition of a subrace is a subdivision of a race. Kind of like the subraces in Dungeons and Dragons. You can pick a dwarf, and then you would either pick a hill dwarf or a mountain dwarf. That's how I imagine this whole android thing. When you pick a Saiyan or Earthling, I know I left out the other races, but I'll get back on it. You can either pick a normal Saiyan or Earthling, or an android Saiyan or Earthling. How I imagine it would work, very simple. If you did pick the android subrace, but I'll get back on that again. Why did I exclude the other races? My reasoning for this is that we don't know how it would work on other races. Also, my theory on how it wouldn't work with other races, as they rely on their stamina. Male Mahjons need to have a lot of stamina to actually be useful and not dog shit. Female Mahjons too, but granted, they're actually good. Both of their stamina recovery is slow. The Frieza race needs their stamina, as they rely on being fast. The more they attack, the more stamina they regain. Namekians have their stamina refilled quickly, but they're asexual, kind of like, vegetable pickle creatures, so we don't know how that would work on them. Now I hear complaining because Android 21 is a Majin. She isn't a Majin. It's just a transformation. The transformation is due to her having the cells of Frieza, Cell, and Buu. Her Majin form, on the other hand, resembles every enemy that Goku has ever faced in his entire life. She has ears of a Namekian, aka Piccolo. She has a tail that resembles Frieza's. She's an android, and could be argued that she herself is a bio-android like Cell. And of course, she has the pink light skin of Boo. She also has the black eyes and red pupils of Boo too. So anyway, let's get back to the boost. All of your attacks will be boosted by 10 to 15% if you choose Android subrace. Your key recovery would increase by 10 to 15% because androids have an infinite energy. Obviously, you can't have infinite ki in the game because that would be overpowered. But the downside would be that anything that has to do with your stamina costs an extra bar of stamina. And that's just about my theory. Let me know in the comments what you think. And that's going to be it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy it? If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Also comment down below what race should I cover next. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!